In accordance with the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, this video is not intended for children under the age of 13. Yeah, sorry I have to keep, putting COPPA disclaimers in front of all my videos. I probably don't even need to, but I'm so scared, guys. What I'm also scared about is this dinner, this midsummer incident, which, I mean, they're saying it's just gonna be, a nice, fancy gala, but considering that the game refers to it as an incident, we might have a little bit of a red wedding situation happening here. What's the red wedding? Come on, you know what the red wedding is. You've at least heard of the red wedding through cultural osmosis.
Your Highness, thank you for your presence on this occasion. Might you grace this assemblage with a word?
Now, I'm forgetting, this isn't Gallia's princess, is it? This is the princess from the Alliance.
Ladies and gentlemen,
or from
if I may,
the Europa Alliance.
I appear before you today, at the peak of joy. For now, two great powers join together.
Yeah, you don't look like you're at the peak of joy.
The Federation pledge their allegiance as we seek to build together an eternal peace for Europa.
Yeah.
Know this. The honor of dear Gallia, in fact her very freedom, is currently under attack and hangs by the thinnest thread you can imagine. But, while Princess Cordelia remains on the throne, she who is the scion of the Valkyria's ancient blood promise, no force on this earth will ever see this nation defeated. Is that not so, Princess?
Yes. I draw strength from the Valkyrian bloodline. And my heart is a repository of justice.
I like how her staff is, kind of a dinkier version of the spear that Silvarius was using. Silvaria.
I am nearly at a loss for words. The privilege of brokering peace with you, Your Highness.
Okay, and this is the Gallian
the
guy.
greatest honor of my life, and I thank you for it.
Wow, we're getting into the
With
bigger
bountiful
politics of this
stores
world.
Ragnite, and your strategic position between East and West, you've become the foundation of Europa. In this time of peril, the Foundation is grateful and happily joins hands in crushing the Imperial threat before us.
They just want to be sure they're the ones who control us when this is over. Make no mistake, the Federation would conquer Europa the same as the Empire. This is stupid.
It is hard to accept what he's saying.
As long as we fight as one, the Empire's forces will never be a danger.
We shall topple the Empire and rid the world of their threat. And then we shall unify Europa and govern under our great banners.
That's interesting. So from the viewpoint of a, I love how you see them posing for the picture.
Wow. There's something we haven't heard before.
From the viewpoint of a neutral nation,
We're not fighting this war so we can
joining the
invade another
Federation isn't
country.
really ideal.
Absolutely. All we want is to keep our homes and our families safe.
Now, my friend, let us put an end to all these formalities and raise a glass to honor this historic alliance.
Yes, a toast to the shining future that awaits. Cheers!
Cheers!
Wow, that is a dead pan.
Where are you going? I've got a bad taste in my mouth. This is garbage. I'm out of here. I'm going home, Welkin. See ya. Faldio?
Huh. Interesting, yeah, so this isn't going to be as simple as a good guys versus bad guys. I mean, I didn't think it was going to be, completely mundane in its black and whiteness, but yeah, it's we don't really like either side. And I mean, given that Silvaria is a piece on the board, I think it's going to turn out that the sides aren't as different as they seem.
That's over.
Kind of a bit of a, horseshoe paradox. Both sides are actually more related than the people in the middle.
We should be heading back soon. I believe the exit was this way. Oh!
Princess Cordelia!
I'm so terribly sorry. Are you all right, Your Highness?
I am unharmed.
I cannot begin to apologize. Please forgive my clumsiness.
Do not trouble yourself. I bid you a safe return and a good night.
Your Highness, are you really in support of an alliance with the Federation?
Lieutenant Gunther, have you lost your mind?
Please forgive me. I'm aware that what I'm saying may be out of line. But seeing you tonight, I got the feeling that your opinion is being ignored.
Wow, that's really bold of you to just come out and say that to the princess.
I am still young. All political matters are handled by my regent, Borg.
Yeah, I was a little confused which one Borg was. Was Borg the one with the long curly hair? I guess I can check that on the characters page.
Protection of Gallia and of the Valkyrian bloodline is my fated onus. Their protection does not require my personal feelings. I need only live by the laws set forth by those who come before me. I bid you once more, good night.
Your Highness.
Wow, she's really, like, sucked of all emotion.
Do you copy? It's me. The mark is alone. Now is our chance.
Oh, man, it's an assassination.
Have the armored car on standby. Once I have the mark, I'll be there.
Okay, now is this
Well,
the
I'll
Empire
leave you
come
here.
to assassinate the
Good night,
princess?
Welkin.
Or is it the Federation assassinating the princess to blame it on the Empire so that they can, like, ignite
night,
the
Captain.
flames of war more?
Wait! Hold it, Virat! Virat! Terrible news.
Yeah, I forgot about this guy. His voice sounds very angry, but his mustache looks so happy.
General Damon, what's the problem?
Princess Cordelia's been kidnapped.
Kidnapped? It can't be.
Like, the orchestra, like, took a second to, like, wake up from that line, too.
Yes, it was that Federation ambassador. He was a spy all along.
So the Federation takes her under their protection, and Gallia along with her. Typical, considering the sorts of backroom dealings and extortion they've used till now.
So get on it! Virat, you've got to get her back!
Understood. Lieutenant, gather your squad immediately.
Yes, Captain.
Alright, we got a princess to save. That's cool. Let me just check real quick. Personnel. Not that I would really call any of these people the personnel, but wait, how do I go to the next page? Shoot. There we go. Okay. Oh, I don't think they're listed here. Yeah, you see all my soldiers and everything. Here's okay. So here's General Damon, general age 54, born into a family with a long history of military service. He now commands the Central Gallian Force, including the militia. But okay, I was hoping to look up Borg and the princess really quick. Sorry, I'm so bad with details. Is she our princess, the Princess of Gallia, or is she the princess from the Federation? I'm confused which side. Now it seems to me like she's the Princess of Gallia, and I might have had it a little bit backwards. Sadly, she and Borg don't appear to be on the personnel tab. So I'll have to check up on that later, I guess. But okay, let's go back to selecting our episode. Dreams in the Sky. This looks like one of those optional ones, but, you know, I want to see everything. Seems dangerous to have those
Casey,
Ragnite things
what
around.
is that thing?
Oh, hey, it's Leon. It's one of my top 10
Airplane.
Leons. And I always forget about Kreese, but he's the other guy.
First test flight succeeded during EW1. Now research is going on all over the world.
Whoa, so this is what one of those things looks like. Man, I want up in one.
Oh, hello, Leon. Kreese.
Hey, Sarah, you got the day off. What are you hanging around here for?
Wait, let me guess. Are you building this airplane, Isara?
Yes.
Oh, that's
There's
badass.
still a ways to go before it's complete, but the basic construction is done.
Oh, she's so cool.
Leave it to you, Isara. You learned all this on your own?
I'm working from documents my father collected before his death.
That's amazing. I'm so impressed.
So where are you flying to once it's all done? Going on a Trans-Gallian tour, maybe?
First, I'd like to take my brother up in it. Once, when we were young, he and I were out bird watching when he mentioned it. That he wished he could fly like they did. That's my goal. I've been pursuing this project bit by bit in my free time.
That's so sweet. She's revolutionizing air travel so that her brother can feel like a bird. I know they said that, like, there have been test flights on airplanes already,
Sorry, can I
which
ask
I'm
you
pretty
a
sure
favor?
puts them historically a little bit
Please let me help
behind
you build your
our
airplane.
world with planes. Like, there were some planes involved in World War One.
What?
I want to become an engineer of your caliber someday, Isara. I feel like watching you work would help me learn a great deal. Please, Isara.
Oh yeah, that's true. Hey, then can I help out too? Come on.
Yeah, honestly, I'm surprised the Gallian military didn't, like, take Isara away from us when we enlisted
You don't mind?
and, like, put her in the Central Forces or something. She let us
I may
stay
not
with
look
our
right, but
funny
I've been
little
working my
Squad
butt
7.
off in R&D for a while.
Of course. Well, thank you both.
All right.
You know, maybe it's because it's a Darkson, though, that they didn't want to give her, like, too good of a job.
That's the emergency siren.
What's happening at this hour?
Let's ready the Edelweiss. I'm sure that whatever it is, it's urgent.
Absolutely. I'll help you prep it.
She just, like, she looks so, like, ready to go. I love her. Which is a shame, because I have a theory. I was thinking last time when the family all got together, that I don't know if this is the kind of game that would kill off a main character, but if they were to kill off a main character, it would have to be Isara, right? Because she's the only one that's not a standalone unit. She just pilots the Edelweiss, which is really important, but Welkin's usually the one considered, like, in the Edelweiss, and Isara's just helping her. They could, like, the game mechanically could replace her, but in the story it would be devastating to lose her. So, I don't know. Mark my words. But at this point, Rosie and Isara either have to become friends or one of them has to die, and the other has to feel really bad about the way they treated them. So, yeah, that's my prediction for this game. I'm usually pretty good about guessing these things. Don't answer me in the comments, please. I'll find out when I do. It'll still be a spoiler if you tell me whether or not.
We have an emergency on our hands. Princess Cordelia has been kidnapped by Federation operatives.
Alright, the armored vehicle carrying the princess is headed for the port at the southern end of the combat area. Spread out your soldiers and stop that vehicle. Okay. Your object is to disable the vehicle's engine and rescue Princess Cordelia. Use rifles and machine guns to strike the vehicle's weak point and stop and bring it to a stop. So, not lances, rifles and machine guns. Explosive weapons like tank cannons, lances, and grenades are off limits. The risk to the princess is too great. That makes sense. Letting that car reach either of these 2 points will mean allowing their escape. We can't let that happen. We've also got word that Federation Special Forces have been sighted in the area. They'll be protecting the vehicle. They may be wearing Gallian uniforms, but they're real feds. Don't think twice about pulling those triggers. It's a dark night out there. You won't be able to get a visual on enemies past a certain distance. Stay sharp. Okay, but at least I can still, like, make orders and all that. So, the armored car's engine has to be destroyed. We fail if the armored car explodes. If it reaches the harbor, Welkin dies, the enemy occupies the base camp, or 20 turns pass. Okay, and we do get... When I saw all the flags, I thought it meant it was going to give us more people, but it looks like that is not the case. So that's going to be Welkin over there, right? Yeah. So... Wait, so the 2 circles... Are the 2 circles, one of them is the tank and one of them is the harbor? Because if so, which one? Okay, well, I am going to bring a Lancer just in case, besides Largo is always really helpful for just being around to give me more actions. You gotta deploy Largo, Rosie, and Alicia, otherwise you're cheating yourself. I don't know whether or not I want a sniper, and if I do want a sniper, I certainly don't want them alone out here. So actually, let's change out Rosie and instead put in an engineer. Okay, City Kid sounds good, actually. Yeah, I think it's going to be Claudia. And we'll put Rosie up here. I don't know if we have any use for a sniper. I think I'd rather have another scout. I may learn to regret that, but that's what I'm going to go with for now until I understand all of this better. Oh yeah, you're nocturnal. That sounds good. Okay, I think this is a good enough team. Let's deploy.
Your mission is to rescue Her Highness unharmed. Failure isn't an option on this one, soldiers.
They can't get to the harbor. We stop them here. Squad 7, move out.
I mean, if they're giving us a tank, it probably means that there's stuff for the tank to shoot. So there's probably armored units around. I don't know how I don't know how the Empire would have gotten their tanks probably just by stealing ours.
Full steam. The ship's waiting there to take us out of Gallia. Apologies for the cramped quarters, Your Highness. We'll have you comfortable soon.
Lieutenant, it's likely the Ambassador has the Princess with him inside that armored vehicle. Use firearms to stop it with minimal force, then recover the Princess. Don't lose them. Tank shells, anti-tank lances, and grenades are off limits. You could harm the Princess.
Understood, Captain.
I don't like how it repeats itself from the instructions earlier.
Even if you can't attack with it, the Edelweiss can still block their path.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. On a narrow road like this, there's no room to slip past a tank in your way.
Sounds like a plan.
Oh, that's really
Let's get
smart.
the princess back safe.
Yeah, it does repeat itself, but that's also, like, really important. Oh, the enemy gets to go first this time. Alright, and I don't have good sight of the enemy. So I don't know which way they're going to go first. Okay. Now, is the armored car the only unit that they have?
Attention all squads, please move out now.
Okay. So there's the car.
Target armored car sighted.
Oh boy, this is like Pac-Man.
Here we go.
So I guess let's... what's happening?
Wilkes, do you see the vehicle's headlights?
Yeah?
You're right. We can use those lights to tell its position and orientation.
Okay, so like the tank, it has trouble turning, I guess.
Please hurry, everyone.
So yeah, we just want to move you forward.
Now, attack them.
And is there any chance we can get the mag on here? Okay, it says 7 shots to kill. Let's just try it. Oh, box in the way. Oh, man. Well, I couldn't have possibly moved any further, so that just is what it is.
Let's do this thing.
So, Rosie.
New target sighted.
Okay, it actually does have quite a bit of firepower to it. Okay, so I can't actually hit it from the front, it seems. Rosie will just chase after it, I guess. So let's start bringing in another unit. We'll bring in Ica. Ica might be able to get all the way up there. Okay. They did say there would be other units around, though. That there would be enemies. So, let's try and be careful.
You've got to halt that thing, now!
Enemy spotted.
Okay. We have an enemy spotted. I can't get to them like that. Alright, yep, that's all my actions. So we have Ica out of position here.
What are you doing? Don't stop! Go! Go!
Gallian tank sighted ahead, sir. It's blocking the road completely.
Clever little monkeys. Very well. We'll take another route.
Tank. That's a militia model.
A militia model tank as opposed to what? As opposed to like a carnival tank? There might be an answer to this, I just don't know. Okay, and we got footsteps coming through here. So that'll be for Rosie to deal with, I think. Okay, good armor, Rosie. Nice. Okay, so Rosie's actually making for a nice, like, little checkpoint there. Okay, good evasion, too. Yeah, the only thing is I let her get shot up by the car a lot. Yeah, sorry I wasn't talking very much there. I was keeping real quiet. I was just... I'm thinking about what I'm gonna do now that I already, like, made some decisions that I'm worried about. Okay, we got a... Was that a shock trooper or a lancer? We're about to find out. Oh, we're not about to find out. Okay, so let's see where it puts Rosie's health now. She got up to half health. Okay, first things first. Well, let's use Ica and get, like, a look at the land here.
I see one.
Okay. It said no grenades. So what am I aiming for here? I guess I'm aiming for the engine. Right? No? But that doesn't, like, do anything. Do I aim for its wheels? Okay, and it only has a... Oh no, it has a body stat and a tread stat. So... Yeah, if I aim for the treads... She even mentions being afraid of ghosts. Cute. Okay. Rag it up. Too bad that the gun swivels. Okay, before anything else, I want to use my tankiness powers to block their other path here. Are we gonna reach? Yeah. And then, oh, you poor thing. Okay, that would kill in one hit if it was a direct hit. But instead we're gonna... Okay. Glad that actually worked. Let's take Rosie again. But I do want a Ragnade with her. I'm unclear what the best way to actually damage the thing is, since I can't use anything I would normally use on an armored unit like that.
Let's do this thing.
Okay. So, I'm gonna aim specifically for the treads this time. Yeah, no, that's not how this works. I think I'm still supposed to be aiming at its engine. I'm just not supposed to blow it up. Right? I also noticed that it's putting the enemy phase in blue.
Blocked in again? They're testing my patience.
Incoming relay, sir. The tank in our way has been identified as Militia Squad 7.
The ones who attended the banquet. Just our luck to be spotted by glory hounds.
Squad 7. That officer from the banquet?
Okay. I'm glad they pretty much ignored me. No, it's probably gonna fire on Ica. Oh! Okay, well, good dodges, I guess. Okay.
Mr. Ambassador, Allied units have reached their station, sir.
You don't get to be my age without learning to plan for contingencies.
Okay, so they got reinforcements.
They had backup waiting in the wings. Keep an eye on enemy positions when moving, Sevens.
Okay, here, let me just think for a second here. Okay, here's an idea. I'm looking at my orders now. So part of the problem with this is that when it fires at me, you know it's gonna fire at me while I'm getting close, which is hurting me. So I'm gonna try a defense boost. It would be better if Rosie was over there, but Ike is closer. So I'm gonna play around with my orders a little bit here.
Brace up and get ready to defend yourself.
Okay, and I want to try one other thing. Orders. I'm gonna do a damage boost because I don't think I can get the Edelweiss to block that path over there anyways. So. Oh wait, no, not the Edelweiss. Damage boost on Ica again. And we'll see how that goes.
Hurting them means us surviving. Be merciless.
I like how it shows them, like, signing, like, a, like, military order there. Okay, so let's see how that does us. So I am too close for you to aim at now, right? Okay, this actually does something. So, end current action. Oh, if I had done this in the first place with Rosie, you would be freaking done. I have half a mind to just start the mission over, actually, and do this with Rosie instead. Okay. I know they called in reinforcements, so I might be in trouble because I don't know where the reinforcements are going to come from. Oh, it's so close to being enough, but it's just not. So should we try and get you to some sort of cover? Yeah, I'm going to move you behind this crate. It's a pretty great crate. I just don't know where the other enemies are going to come from now. But I think I understand all of this now.
Ambassador, the vehicle's taken damage. It won't last long at this rate, sir.
Make it last long enough. It just needs to get us to that harbor. As soon as the princess is on Federation land, we'll own this little country.
The vehicle's taken heavy damage. Won't be long now.
Alright, so Ica might be the one to finish it off, too. Oh man, it's really moving on now. Okay, and there's more soldiers near the harbor. So you should watch out for that. Okay. Shock Trooper over there, but that's okay because they're over there. I don't think any of these other units should affect me much. I think I just want to do the same thing I did last time. Boost Ica and rush her to the car. Which it should still be facing away from Ica. Right? Okay. So let's try the same thing. We'll do orders. Yeah, and it's specifically anti-tank, which is cool.
This is an order.
Okay, and we'll still have 3 CP to move Ica, which I think will be plenty. I don't know why I, like, hover over to Welkin every time I do that, except that I know that he's the one issuing the order, so I think of it as, like, an action by him. It is... I understand why it's, like, really balanced to just give you so many, like, actions you can carry out per turn among any of your characters, but when I think about, like, a bunch of soldiers are, like, sitting around here doing nothing while one person does all of my actions for the turn, that just doesn't make sense to me. I don't think it's just because I'm used to Fire Emblem. Wow, I'm glad I, like, picked somebody nocturnal, too. Okay, and you didn't turn away from me or anything. So, I was going to use a Ragnate if I couldn't get up there in time. But, okay, will this end the mission? Or do I need to safely escort her? Or, like, take out the rest of the soldiers or something? Nope, that's it! That's it, pretty easy. It could have been even easier.
Operation complete. Let's get Her Highness out of there.
Yeah, I just had to, like, look over my orders and think about it. But yeah, we got an A. That sounds great. Yeah, if we did that on Rosie when Rosie was closer to the car, we could have just completely dominated that thing. We probably wouldn't have even had to do the defense boost. She had enough armor to get up to it, and then just with a damage boost, she could have rat-a-tat-tatted it.
Your Highness, are you all right?
I am unharmed. Oh, good.
Being princess ain't all fancy dinners, huh? Gotta be hard carrying a whole country.
And hard carrying that headdress. Look at it.
Can it, Rosie? That's the Princess of Gallia you're talking to.
No, it's quite all right. She speaks the truth.
It was a nice thing to say, it was just not an eloquent way to say
As
it.
scion of the Valkyria, it is my fate to live and die for Gallia's well-being.
She is the Princess of Gallia. I was mistaken before.
Are you sure that isn't just your excuse, Your Highness?
And that means that, what was his name? Borg, with the curly blonde hair, is her, like, is her regent officer who's, like, actually calling all the shots in the country, and then that guy who was in the car just now, he was the ambassador from the Federation. I had it all backwards. But, so was he trying to kidnap her on behalf of the Federation and blame it on the Empire? That's what it seems to me.
Label the status quo fate.
Or was he trying to capture her for the Empire?
Changing it.
You too, Welkin. Have a little respect here.
Every living thing in this world struggles to live and pass life on to a new generation. They use all the instincts and animal wisdom they can just to live that one day longer. That powerful animal will to live is... I think it's a beautiful part of nature.
Welkin would later go on to write the narration for Planet Earth.
Descended from Valkyria, and that may carry a burden. The old ways and traditions you follow may be important to uphold. But I hope that you won't throw away the will to live your own life because of them.
That's enough, Welkin. Give it a rest.
Yeah, kind of a weird message you're giving here.
Perhaps it is as you say, and I have been running from responsibility unknowingly. It is indeed mine to consider my life's role within the Valkyrian bloodline.
I mean, really what it means is that, like, you know, be politically active and form an opinion and fight for it, because...
Your Highness.
As the princess, you have a lot of power to do the right thing.
Of your ability to speak your mind so frankly. But time enough remains to consider my role by my own will.
I mean, I'm sure the ruling class here completely beat all opinion out of you, and that's why you act like this.
Not at all.
Wow. Even a princess's gut'll wake up and say hi when it's empty.
I am.
Rumbling bellies are a clever bit of animal wisdom all humans share. Alicia, have we got anything to eat?
Break out the bread!
I brought some of the cinnamon rolls I baked this morning.
Oh, even better.
Here you are, Your Highness. Thank you kindly.
With that headdress.
I have not had such bread before. It's quite agreeable.
It's too much to take when she's dressed like that.
I'm glad.
Some kind of big-eared unicorn.
All right, let's get Her Highness back to the capital.
Let's get her out of that headdress. Throw it into the ocean and just be like, oh yeah, the kidnappers, they took it from me. I'm sorry, it's lost forever. Wow. Glad to see that we actually could, like, beat a mission in one episode for once.
And so Princess Cordelia returned, safe through the efforts of Militia Squad 7. Its leader, Welkin Gunther, was celebrated as rescuer to the nation's sovereign and awarded the prestigious Gallian Medal of Honor.
It's so weird. Irene Collar, I would think that this would be, Elle writing that. Like, wouldn't that be a neat way to tie it in, that, like, she eventually writes a really great history book?
Sir, for excellence in valor and deed, you are hereby awarded this honor.
Cheeseborg, don't look too happy about this.
Your Highness, please bestow the medal upon the young lieutenant.
Don't tell me what to do,
Gladly.
but I will bestow this medal.
Congratulations, Lieutenant Gunther.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Now, is this going to be like Star Wars, where Welkin and Alicia gets a medal, but Largo doesn't?
To understand my responsibility as sovereign and as a single human life.
Your Highness.
Oh, and know that one tradition already lies sundered by my will. I had the cooks add cinnamon rolls to my daily breakfast.
Haha.
Alicia will be happy to hear it.
By royal decree, more cinnamon rolls.
Sir, my apologies.
With this, today's ceremonies are ended. Highness, would you grace us with a word?
Lieutenant Gunther, I hope your allegiance to Gallia stands firm evermore.
Yes, Princess.
Lieutenant Gunther, I am sorry. There is something more I have not told you. Please, be safe.
That underneath that headdress is actually big ears, and that Princess Cordelia was Baby Yoda all along. I haven't watched The Mandalorian yet, but Baby Yoda isn't actually a baby of Yoda, right? It's just the same species? Because I hate how everybody calls it Baby Yoda. That's not Yoda.
Welkin, I'm coming in.
Sure, it's open.
Like, what if we called all...
Is that it? Not bad, man.
Cut
You
that.
sure made a name for yourself this time.
It was pure luck I was there.
So have you seen the headlines? The ones that say nothing about the kidnapping?
Oh, what?
That reporter tells me Borg's the one pressuring the media into suppressing it.
Let's talk to Elle. She'll get on that.
But why suppress it?
If word got out about what happened, Gallia's relationship with the Federation would suffer. We've got our hands full fending off the Empire. We can't afford a war on two fronts. So he has the whole thing covered up. I'll bet he goes on acting like it never happened.
Wow.
Welkin, this hurts. It's painfully obvious how shaky Gallia's standing is. I know the world's history is an endless chain of big fish eating little fish. Both of us know the weak bow to the strong. It's history and it's nature. A minor nation like ours is an easy mark, even before you add the rift within our army. Welkin, no offense, but I hope nature's wrong this time.
I don't know what to tell you, Faldio.
Yeah, this does make everything, you know, a little bit more interesting.
Liberation of Thousand.
I like seeing this from the perspective of a very small, yet tactically vital nation. About decorations. Meeting certain conditions as you proceed through the game may earn you decorations. You can view any awards you've earned in the Decorations tab. Open the X button menu and choose the Decoration tab to list of awards and accept conditions. You can go to the Audience Hall via the Headquarters tab, where Princess Cordelia will present them to you in person. Okay. That's all pretty interesting. Okay, so let's take a look at that real quick. Yeah, given to a Gallian who has performed exemplary service in the military. Wasn't this badge red a second ago? Oh no, this is a different badge though. Okay, cool. I'll do all my regular upkeep next time, but yeah, nice to get through that. Should I be nice? I've seen a lot of people say that they like to grind for experience and gold by doing skirmishes, and it sounds like since this game is pretty hard, that's practically necessary. So like, should I be doing that? And if I am doing that, would you rather that I did all that off screen, since it's just going to be basic battles? I mean, if somebody died in a skirmish, I probably wouldn't keep it. I'd probably restart the skirmish anyway. Let me know what you think. For now, I'm going to just keep going through chapters, but eventually I'm probably going to tackle those skirmishes. So I'm the Comic Foil, and I'll see you next time for some more upkeep. Later.